Meditation provides a way of learning how to let go. As we sit, the self we have been trying to construct and make it into a nice, neat package continues to unravel. Hi, I'm Harleen Sandhu, and I welcome you all to another episode of Spiritual Talk Show. Today, I'm very excited to introduce our guest, Ledchumanan from Malaysia. Master Ledchumanan is the founder of Pyramid Meditation Society of Malaysia. He entered meditation in the year of 2007 with the grace of Brahmrishi Subhash Patriji. He learned, practiced, and started propagating science of meditation in the year 2007 only. He was instrumental in organizing International Spiritual Conference in Malaysia in 2014. He has also constructed 8 by 8 feet pyramid in his house grounds in the same year. He wrote a book, Spiritual Journey, on Patriji's request. Master Ledchumanan has many meditational experiences. He strongly believes we are born to reconnect to the Creator, and it is our birthright. So let's welcome him. Hello, Master Ledchumanan. A very warm welcome to you.
Thank you, Master Harleen, and also to Master Soumya. Thank you for inviting me to this PSSM Global Academy session of yours. I'm very, very glad to be invited and to speak on your platform, ma'am. So before I start, let me say my pranams to our Jagat Guru, Brahmarishi Subhash Patriji, and also to Swarnamala Patriji. Thank you so much.
So my first question to you, sir, is how meditation came into your life?
Ma'am, actually, before Patriji came to life, I was actually involved in the Sati Sai Baba movement. And they do have this meditation. In fact, the first code of conduct in the Baba movement is meditation, but we do a 10 minutes meditation. So when Patriji came to my life in 2007, that I have sat for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, or sometimes 6 hours, ma'am.
Okay. So when you say meditation, what changes you have felt in your life as spiritually, emotionally, and physically?
Yeah, emotionally, I can accept anything in my life. I can face any challenges. Meditation has given me that strength, ma'am. For any meditator, meditation gives a full, because you receive a lot of energy. With that energy received, you have all the emotions control, because what the basic Bhagavad Gita teaches us is more of self-control. And that control you can gain through meditation. As far as the physical this thing is concerned, may I tell you my story about my curing of my polyps?
Yes,
see, Patriji came to my life in 2007. At that point of time, ma'am, I was suffering from a very serious polyps problem. There is serious sinus here. And Patriji came and conducted a 40 minutes meditation. And after that, we had some light refreshments. And Patriji was about to leave from my house. And we went to the car. Then Patriji opened the windscreen and just shook my shoulders, Hi, Swamiji, from today onwards, you do 40 minutes meditation for 40 days. At no time in my short introduction to him in my house that I relayed my medical problem to him. So Patriji asked me to do this meditation, and which I really seriously took it up, me and my wife, So the moment the delegation left, we started doing the meditation. And in the first 3-4 days, I can feel a change, I was able to breathe well, sleep well. I was on medication. I used to use puffs and I had to use the cetirizines, all these things, to clear my nose, all these things. So this particular meditation actually cured my 30 years sinus problem. So physically, I cured one of the, is going to be a problem for me during my old age. So until now, so that I cured myself, madam. So physically, I'm very, very healthy now. I'm 70 years old now, approaching 70. I'm physically very, very healthy. And this particular meditation gave me a lot of energy. And what we call the Atma Shakti in me is high. I can face anything. So we all know we have this, the meditation gives Sarva Roga Nivarini and Sarva Roga Karini. So all this happened to me, man.
Amazing.
Yes.
So you have a lot of extraordinary experiences in your meditation. Can you tell us one or two significant experiences you want to share with us about your meditation, which you got in your meditation?
Yeah, first one, I attended the Dhyana Mahachakram celebrations in Visakhapatnam. At the end of the celebrations, I was back to my hotel. The next morning, we were supposed to fly back to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So I thought it was a long time before the taxi would come and fetch me. So I sat in meditation in the hotel room, in the bed. So I took support of the pillow. And while I was meditating, very clear vision, I saw a Mahavishnu in my vision. I was above him and he was just floating in the sky with Mahalakshmi massaging his legs with the four maids in the four corners of the bed, man. And this particular very, very distinct scene for me, very clear scene. I had vision of Patriji, Mahavishnu. So I was thinking this is the result of, now I used to read this Vishnu Sahasranama for 3 years. It could be the result of that because I was very, very into Mahavishnu's prayers. And then one moment, very interestingly, I'm a businessman. I'm still doing my business, having my own company. It's called Sharikat Saint Vijaya, and I'm the sole proprietor. So, but 7-8 years back, before I wrote this book, I was traveling alone from another state to my state. We have about 11 states in Malaya. The whole Malaysia, we have 13 states. So when I was traveling, along the way, I felt that my tire, my car was wobbling, So I thought something must be wrong. So I stopped the car and got out of the car and went and see. I saw the tire was punctured. So I was thinking I must be traveling around 10 kilometers per hour for nearly more than 5-10 minutes, and it has been very bad. So when I saw the condition of the tire, I saw a lot of granules coming out from the tire. So as soon as I stopped, I saw a Malay gentleman coming and approaching me. And all the while he was addressing me, sir, Tuan here means like sir. He was addressing me like that. You just sit down, I will handle. So he opened my boot, he took the jack and took out the spare tire, and he did the whole replacement of the tire for me. And it took the whole lot about 20 minutes. So I thought of, for a good service he has done for me, I thought of offering some money, which he refused. He refused. Then, okay, I was in a hurry also. I was a bit late, you see. So I thought, okay, bye. Thank you, terima kasih, I said. Then we left. Then I was thinking, he has done a very good job for me. I should have given him a hug. I like to hug people. So I just want to give a hug, Then I was thinking, I was already in the car. Then only this thought came to me, it dawned on me. Then I was thinking, because his car was parked about 30 meters away and mine was in front. So I took out the car first. I thought this gentleman will pass. And I at least go slow down and give him a wave, say thank you so much. But I was going in the car. I've never seen this car overtaking me.
Wow.
So I was thinking, going slowly, I know there's no chance of this man overtaking me because I was the one to first take off, So this is a very beautiful experience, man, because all this happened because in the car itself, I was listening to all this said with the astral travel by Mr. Balakrishna and Premnath Sargaru, his talks, and this thing happened at that moment, man.
Wow.
Very, very, this thing.
It's such a beautiful experience, yes.
Yeah.
So you do a lot of service.
Yes.
So what is the importance of service in anyone's spiritual journey?
This actually, I got this particular habit of serving from day one because in Bhagwan Baba's famous maxim, help ever, hurt never, all these things. So way back, but 15 years back itself, I was involved in the Satya Sai Baba movement, and I started this Bal Vikas class in my own home. So we have about 22 children coming to my house every Saturday, and I used to teach them mantras and some Bhagavad Gita slokas to these children, and that went on for only 3 years. These 22 people, 21 people come regularly every Saturday, and this is how I did it. And also, when I moved to this house, after that, I moved to this house in 2006, before Patriji came to my life. I moved to this house, and here also I started this Bhagavad Gita classes. Whatever I know, this little knowledge I have on Bhagavad Gita, I used to only teach them the recitation of the slokas, basically. So like that, a big family grew up here, and actually with their support only, I started this Pyramid Meditation Center of Malaysia, because it's like a Vasudeva Kutumbam for me. These 10 families who came from my Bhagavad Gita classes, so they were my strength. With their strength only, I started this particular society. Although I founded it, but I must have some background support, you see. So this family of 10 supported me, and also through Patri's inspiration, because every time he comes to my house, he's always asking, I must found a society so that I can reach people better with the society, not operating from my home. So all the while, all activities for the first 5 years, every activity, every meeting, every session took place in my house only.
So you also, you just told you're founder of Pyramid Meditation Society of Malaysia. So
Yes.
what this society is all about? You just do meditation classes and do different workshops, and what other you guys do? Just all over Malaysia or all over globally, different classes?
So when Patriji came to my life, Master, so we were very highly motivated. He really inspired me. It's a great inspiration for me, And for me, I always feel that he's a great gift for me in my life. Because without him, I don't think I would have gone into this so much into spirituality. Although I was giving some service of teaching mantras and Bhagavad Gita, but to really go out to reach the people, it was Patri's inspiration. So through his inspiration, we initially organized some small retreats to our cool place we call Genting Highlands. We had 2 retreats. So the outcome of the 2 retreats was the organizing of the International Spiritual Conference. We saw a good support. So I thought not only reaching the people locally, by organizing this international conference, we can bring in international speakers. So we brought in speakers from India, Vietnam, Singapore, Australia, and all these things to run this particular conference, madam. Not only that, during the past 10, 12 years, we have been traveling outside. We go out of our city. As far as 200 kilometers, we go out to teach this meditation and vegetarianism. And we have organized places where we have 200 people in one session, 100 people in one session. So before the lockdown, we were really traveling out of city to spread this meditation. And we have taken our Guru, Jagat Guru Patriji to many of these places which we have already been once, because of the contact we have created with the earlier visits. So the same places, we took our Patriji also to the same places, and he was very, very happy. We have conducted so many these classes, meditation classes in ashrams, at temples, and we ourselves organized them in a big scale in big halls in Malaysia. Only during the lockdown, it has slowed down. But now everything we are conducting to Zoom, like what you all are doing now. Virtually every day except Sunday, we are having classes here, and we are outreaching to all members of Malaysia, not only in the city. Now through Zoom, we are able to reach out in the entire country. And this is reported to Patriji also, what we're doing here.
Okay. You're also a very big supporter of vegetarianism. So
Yes,
how
yes.
is Malaysian people responding to this? Like when you do different rallies, how does Malaysian people respond to vegetarianism? What are their reactions about these rallies?
Actually, we can't do rallies here because this is a Islamic country. We don't do rallies here per se, but we do reach out. There is some opposition because you say my 4 parents are eating and you are something new you're telling me. And some of my close friends say, you have been eating, now you're talking this logic to us. So, but then we slowly, but now during the lockdown period, we are able to prepare some nice notes and share with them with some statistics, and now I see more, and the moment they come into meditation, they immediately become vegetarians.
Yes.
Now, during the past 2 years, we have been more successful in making people becoming vegetarians. When compared to the past 10 years, where we were able to reach, but then there was always a rebut. They will start to put their points of view, So for me, I always respect people's point of view, their perspective, because they are not to that level of consciousness, as Patriji always say, So I let them go their way. But we'll always do our part to share the knowledge, whatever we can. But whether they're coming or not, because sometimes in our own family circles, they have not come into become vegetarians. So I don't really stress on that, but we do our work. As Patriji said, you do your part. You just go and tell them whether they come or not. It's up to them. Their karma. It's not my karma. I have done my part. We have done our part. But now, as I told you, past 2 years, anybody who participate in our Zoom sessions, automatically they have become vegetarians. That's our success story today in this Malaysia. A big number of them.
You said it's so true. Even I have seen here a lot of, even in here in the US, people when they start meditation, automatically you don't even have to explain anything to them. No matter how much science and everything you tell them before, they're always like, they have little aversions. We have to have this, because it have been raised that, you have to have animal products to get certain proteins and everything. But I have seen here too, as soon as they start meditation, within a month or within a week, they just turn it by themselves. We don't need to push them, or we don't have to explain them over and over why we don't need to eat non-veg food.
Not only through PMC sharing, there are a lot of other groups also, they're promoting vegetarianism. They see like PETA, prevention of evil to animals.
Yes.
All these societies are promoting. So people are watching, and day by day, we have been posting WhatsApp messages, sayings and messages from great gurus, So they accept now. Because before, they don't have access to this knowledge, this small knowledge that what is wrong in eating non-veg food. Now they realize that the conscious level is up now. People are listening and they know the effects of this COVID pandemic, So that also a contributing factor why people are turning to vegetarianism, And we are very successful now compared to 10 years back.
You also wrote the book Spiritual Journey. What motivated you to write a book?
Very nice question, Master. Actually, when we opened our Pyramid Meditation Center, we invited Patriji. He was on to our Malaysia. Then he inaugurated our Pyramid Meditation Center in Malaysia. It was in 2015, 14. So there, suddenly in the big crowd, we had about nearly 80 people in the hall. So he invited me. In fact, always I sit beside him. He said, Swamiji, today we'll make an agreement, he said, you have to write a book about your experiences. So he said he made an agreement with me in the air, so he signed and I signed. So after that, I was very motivated because he was staying in my house. Then after he left, since Patriji asked me to write a book, I said, okay, let me write. Then I wrote a few pages, Then negativity came to me, I writing a book? No, there's no way I can write a book. No, there's no way. So I stopped writing. Nothing came to my mind to write. So I just stopped it. And then after that, he came one more trip to my house, to Malaysia. And then he did not open the subject of me writing the book. I thought Patriji has forgotten. And I just kept calm and everything was done. Then after 6 months, he was in USA. From there, Mr. Sai Kumar Reddy called me. Patriji sir, want to talk to you. Then it was very early morning, So I attended to Patriji's talk. And then he said, what happened to the book? Lakshmanji, yes, sir, I didn't start the book yet. No, I want you to write. Okay, so from then onward, whatever I say, yes. He said, okay, in December, I want you to bring the book. We will launch the book in Dhyana Mahachakram in Kadatal. So for that, so I say, yes. And that night, I was traveling to Chennai. Patriji called me in the morning. That night, I was traveling to Chennai. So in the flight, I was meditating. The whole journey, I was meditating. And Patriji told me, you must come out with the book, and the book must contain 18 chapters. So I was thinking, to write one chapter also, I don't think I can do it. But now Patriji asking me to write 18 chapters, it's impossible. But then since I said yes to everything. So while I was traveling in the aeroplane, I was meditating. The topics, one by one, the 18 topics came to my mind. So then I happened to stay that particular day in Mr. Ganesh's house in Chennai. That visit, I decided to stay with him. So I told him my problem, this is the thing. Patriji asked me to write a book, and these 18 topics came to my mind. So when I was relating to him, he said, wonderful topics, please go ahead. So after my India trip, I came down, I started to write. And really, it automatically came to me. And within 2 weeks, I was able to write the script of my book for the 18 chapters.
Wow.
And at that time, I had my son who had finished his medical studies, was on leave. So I asked him to type the script, So he prepared, and my daughter also helped me to prepare the script. Both of them helped me to script, and it came. And then I forwarded it to Mr. Sai Kumar Reddy. Sai Kumar Reddy finished the book. Then the final thing came when I went to Karatal, and I sat with Patriji himself to do the final touches of the book.
Wow.
So it did that book about my journey into spirituality, my earlier life and spirituality, and how my wife was a great contributing factor. She was a great strength for me. She's one of the main causes why I started the society. As I told you, I was very much involved in the Satya Sai Baba movement, and the fact that Patriji has come so many times to the house and he was reminding me, and I did not take any action. It was my wife who really inspired and motivated me. Patriji has been questioning this. We are still keeping quiet. Then I decided one day, I meditated whether I can start off with the society, because I'm very connected to Bhagavan Satya Sai Baba. So then it came to me, I can start off. My intuition said, go ahead. And then I drew the bylaws, and I went to the register of societies and registered the society. And from then on, it just took off. And Patriji is very happy that I started this. And as I said, it was all mentioned in the particular my book, My Spiritual Journey. Then the beautiful thing was we went to Himalayan tour, where I related very well. It was a fantastic tour to Himalayas, and I shared all my experience in that book, Master.
So how, and it's very fortunate, like, a lot of people have these days have trouble saying that, their family is not into meditation. So how all of your family came into meditation?
The fact that my wife, I have my eldest daughter who works with me. As I told you, I am running my own company, Sharikat Scientific Jaya. I'm the proprietor, and now she's managing for me. I also go there. I have my eldest son who's a doctor, and I have another son who's a safety officer. So all these people from 10 years ago itself, they are very close to Patriji. Whenever Patriji come, they're close to him, and they'll massage him and all those things. They were very close to him. And there's also an advantage. And they hear directly the concepts of Patriji, they hear directly from the Guru himself, not from me. So the fact that he was staying with us and they prepare things, he was like a family friend sometimes. So all my children were inspired, and they are fully into meditation. They really support me. Not especially my wife, she's a great supporter of my meditation. And my daughter now, for the past, I think I need 200 days already, she's conducting daily meditation from 11 to 12 o'clock, 1 hour meditation. And on Paurumi days, she conducts a 2 hour meditation. And without fail, she has been doing for the past nearly 200 days now.
Wow.
Daily at night. So my son-in-law, in fact, he was the organizing chairman for the International Spiritual Conference we had in Gathing Highlands. And now on the 18th, my son-in-law is organizing this International Children's Meditation Conference. Globally, we're conducting globally on a global basis with the blessings of Patriji. So my family-wise, actually before Patriji came to my life, we are all vegetarians. Before he came to my life, my grandchildren, my son-in-law, my daughter, all are vegetarians. So we had no problem when Patriji came with this concept of vegetarianism. It was very easy. We were able to accept and go along. It was not a big problem for us.
You just told that your son-in-law is organizing the global conference. So is it online or is it in person?
Online.
So anybody can join globally, any kids can join there, or is some criteria to join the conference?
No, anybody can join. We want support actually. We have been he has been conducting Vietnam, India, Dubai people, Indonesia, and Malaysia. So he's receiving support from these countries now. So if anybody from USA, I think he has contacted. If you have anybody is from age 10 to I think 20 years age group is doing it.
Okay.
If you can give me the contact number of anybody, I'll pass the contact to him. He can immediately contact. We have another 2 weeks to go. We can still invite.
Okay.
Okay.
So you also construct a 8 by 8 feet pyramid in your house, and I was hearing somewhere that your wife motivated to construct a pyramid in your house.
No, actually, she's always my force behind me. But it was actually Patriji when he comes to my house always. Our house, a corner house, he always sees we have a big ground, developers ground, which we now have taken and planted some trees and beautiful garden we have created. So Patriji always looked into the garden thinking that it's our land, but it's not our land, So But our own house got a big compound, and in my own compound, I built this 8 by 8 feet pyramid, and which was also inaugurated by Patriji, And then at that particular moment, we had one visiting a lady from China, we call Amen. A day before, she came and meditated in the pyramid, and on the just a day before the inauguration, before I invited about 40 people to witness the inauguration. A day before that, Patriji was in my house, and this lady was here. She stayed with us also. We all of us sat in the pyramid and meditated. And this particular lady, Amen from China, she saw a lot of saints sitting outside my pyramid and meditating. And inside the pyramid, she saw Mahavatar Babaji meditating with Patriji all. So that was a beautiful sharing she had. And she also, before that, I also meditated with her. And then she was able to say a few things about me, some very positive things about me, which always Patriji will say about me. Exactly the same words she said to me, that you are so and so, you are so and so, and all these things. And immediately I was talking about meditation, and she shared my meditation talk to her Chinese friends in China. And Patriji told her she'll be a great master, and she'll be spreading meditation in China at that point of time. Patriji said that. And now, during the lockdown period, we were receiving a few number of people, small number of people, because we are not able to operate our pyramid meditation center because of lockdown. Total 6 months total lockdown. But then people who are learning about meditation through the Zoom classes, the PMC channels, so they come to know my name. They'll call me. I'll still invite them. We maintain the SOP. We still maintain the SOP, and we'll go and sit in our pyramid. And many people have seen wonderful visions, experiences while meditating in my small home pyramid. So we'll come there. I'll give some talks of meditation. After the 40 minutes talk, I'll take them to the pyramid. I'll sit with them for another 1 hour. Then most of them, in fact, many of them who come to the pyramid, they have wonderful experiences in the pyramid, Master.
Do you have any other pyramids in Malaysia?
Yeah, my friend Master Maniam, he built one much earlier than me. It is a 12 by 12 feet pyramid. He also built one in his compound. Then there's one Dr. Saktivel in Ipoh. He built a 28 by 28 pyramid. Very beautiful pyramid. And that pyramid also was inaugurated by our Jagat Guru, Brahmarshi Subhas Patriji. That's very big pyramid. And next month, we are organizing a retreat there. Because it's about 200 kilometers from our city of Kuala Lumpur. This is another city called Ipoh, as the capital of another state. So we are planning to go after the Pongal. After the Pongal, we have organized. So many of us will be going there to conduct retreat and meditation in that particular pyramid. Very beautiful pyramid.
I have a question. In India, we have lots of pyramids, but when you come in the Western countries, we have like not that many pyramids, and people doesn't understand the concept of pyramids. We're still very new here. So when you do it in Malaysia, how does people react? How is the support there?
See, now mostly during this, before that we were talking, but now during the Zoom classes now for the past 1-2 years, they already have a knowledge. They have been listening to all the video clips by other masters, So they already have an understanding of the pyramid power, pyramid energy, how to construct a pyramid. So, and most of them come with certainly some health issues. Most of them, now only we know, everybody seems to have some health issues, So they thought this meditation will really cure them, bring them out of the problem. And another addition tool is the meditation that they understand. And because of that, many are coming into the meditation now. Because basically, initially, it's because of the health issues. But we don't, in my talks, I will not say like the health issue only about 30%. Here is more for your intuition, your wisdom, the knowledge you're going to receive in meditation. That is more important than curing your health, I always say to them.
Before lockdown, you guys were doing a lot of in-person meditation sessions. And after lockdown, you came on Zoom. So how was the spreading of meditation does it affected after in the lockdown, or does it increase because of the Zoom sessions? People can do more online sessions.
See, last time when when you want to reach out to people, we go once in a fortnight. Not every week we can go out once in a fortnight because it involves traveling about 200 kilometers, 100 kilometers, and somebody there must organize for us, And sometimes we go all the way, we only have 50 members there waiting for us. We expect 150, we have 50. So such situations we have faced. But now in the Zoom, although the crowd is about 30, 40 people only, but they are really genuine people. They come daily they'll attend. So last time when we reach out to the other areas, maybe just because the organizer brought them, they'll be there and be listening. After that, they may not be meditating. But here in the Zoom classes, they're very, very regular. They're just connected to it. They're already connected to it. And very regular, madam. We have classes here. And you see the same people coming again, raising questions, clearing the doubts, and they invite their friends. So actually in Malaysia, we have already 3-4 groups already. We have many groups conducting daily meditations, small pockets of groups, their own group, their own friends. They'll bring 30-40 people. So like that is going on. So ours is daily from 8 to 9:30. I'm running classes from Monday till Saturday. Daily. Only Saturday is our off day for us.
So lockdown, actually, we can say it's a blessing in disguise, because sometimes it's in person, sometimes it's hard to go there. But if it's Zoom, it's online, you can actually do it from your home. So you don't have that excuse that I don't have time.
True. Because let's say we invite them to come to a center, because some people stay very far away. To come to the center will take them 1 hour drive in the jam, and to go back another 1 hour. And we spend about 3 hours in the center. So in total, they need 5 hours to listen to a 1 hour session. But in the Zoom, as happening today, we'll just tell the time, they come on time for the session. They hear the 1 hour, at least the maximum 1.5 hours talk, and they get the knowledge, they go back, and we'll tell them, please do meditation, Paurimi meditation, Ekadasi meditation, or Amavasya meditation. So they do all these things. So they are very connected, very committed now. The few people who are coming are very committed, and they have become vegetarians. Not only them, the children,
Wow.
And we have another, one of our vice presidents, Mr. Shamavati. She's conducting children's classes, and they're very, very connected. So by convincing the children to become vegetarians, their parents become vegetarians. And children can become vegetarian, their parents automatically become vegetarian master.
That is true.
So actually, this is actually a great boon. These particular pandemics are boon for us.
For the meditators, yes.
You can sit down at your home, the comfort of your home, and do meditation. No need to go out, no need to get caught in the jam. It's a wonderful. Actually, for us, we have ample time to read books, taking up Patriji's call of Swadhyaya. We have ample time to do Swadhyaya, reading of spiritual books, and also listening to other masters' talks on YouTube. Otherwise we have no time. And a lot of information now. Swadhyaya is fantastic. We can just tune in to PMC Global, PMC Tamil, PMC Telugu, the PMC English from Hyderabad. So a lot of talks. Yeah, the choice is great.
How many pyramid masters we have in Malaysia now, if you have to round up the number?
We have about 300 to 400 people, because they come and go. They come and go. So not everybody is in our group. They will come, they will listen. After 4 or 5 weeks, they say, maybe I've learned enough. Then they do their own practice. But our core group, it's about 100 people only. But we have, in fact, I should say the number is more than that, because everybody is tuning on to the YouTube, the PMC Telugu, PMC Tamil. They are on their own, they're learning on their own. So we have great speakers from India, and they're really a good inspiration for the local people. They're going direct. Sometimes they won't come to us because so much is open. They can go to USA, global academy, so they can listen. Like Madam Saraja Gullapalli, many of them know her because his wonderful presentations on our self-empowerment programs. Then we have Master Tatavarthi Veera Raghavar Garu, Brahmarishi, Raghavar Garu, the Telugu people all connect to him. And we have a lot of Tamil speakers coming from Tamil Nadu. So it's spreading, although we don't know they are there, but I know the awareness is there already. The awareness is there. They are into it, meditation. And they suddenly feel that this Anapanasati meditation is the most simplest. We know to have a guru in front of you to conduct and teach. They can easily learn. That's the beauty of Anapanasati meditation.
So you said it's so true. I mean, so right, that PMC has changed the game of meditation. You can sit in your house and you can have access to any of the masters from any of the countries. So much wisdom, whether it's, you can go read about books, you can do meditations, and there's other stories. So yes, PMC has changed everything. So you don't have to look for others. Sometimes if you don't have time for classes, you can actually go on PMC channel and you can listen to whatever you want. And there are so many great masters every day and with so much different wisdom and all that. So yes.
Very, very true, ma'am. Because now, see, many people say, I got no time to read the books. Okay. And the book is so thick. So we have great masters who run this book reading session or share the book on like Lopsa Rampa's book or Yogananda Paramahamsa's book. They may not, the first reading, second reading, third reading, they may not understand. But we have great masters who have digested the subject of, let's say, autobiography of yogi. So when they share, they know the in-depth of that subjects shared by Yogananda. If you read on yourself, you may not get the key points from that particular book. So when we participate in this book reading or book sharing from great masters from India, who are well versed in that particular book, so we understand the book faster. And then after listening, we go through the book, we can understand the chapters. If we ourselves go and read the book, we may not understand anything.
Do you have PMC Malaysia YouTube channel too?
Yes, ma'am. Very nice question. Way back in 2019, when Patriji was in my house during Deepavali time, he was in my house. Then he told me, everybody is starting PMC channel. Ledchumananji, why don't you start one here? So exactly last year, 2020, Patriji's birthday, it was actually his inspiration, his idea that Malaysia should start a pyramid meditation channel. So on the 11th of November last year, we started this pyramid channel. And then through that only, I'm inviting many masters from India and like the UK also we invited. So every Wednesday we are conducting the session in English, and every Thursday we are conducting in Telugu. And during the lockdown period, I used to speak on every Friday because it was on Fridays that we open our center. We used to open on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. But during the lockdown period, we shut down the Wednesday and Sunday classes. We maintained the Friday. And that also, because of strict restrictions here, we stopped that also. So that Friday slot, I used to conduct this thing. Then we also have now, during the lockdown period, we have started on the request of the public here, my friends all, we started the Monday Bhagavad Gita class. So whatever I know, I just share to my friends, not friends, our Pyramid Masters group. And then another group, a professional group, I teach them recitation on every Tuesday. So these two things come. So Monday and Tuesday Bhagavad Gita class, and then Wednesday is a English class, Thursday is Telugu class, again Friday back to our center. So the whole 5 days occupied. And Saturdays I conduct my friend Chamavati will host a session in Tamil. So I'm just trying to manage to speak in Tamil and conduct the Tamil classes again for the people only in Tamil.
You're also a voracious reader. So what all books have helped you in your spiritual journey?
Patriji, whenever he comes to my house, he will be reading a book. If it's not available in our local bookshop, immediately he'll give it to me. Ledchumananji, you go and take a photocopy. Immediately I'll take a photocopy and all this. So many books, but autobiography of yogi, like I already have a copy. Then Living the Himalayan Masters, my Swami Rama, I already have a copy. But when he was here, the Untold Story of Sita, that was the first time he was reading. So he gave the book. I went and made a copy of it, and like Immortal Talks, so many books, Akashi Records, so many. But my inspiration mostly for Yogananda's books, especially the Eternal Quest, I very nice because there he talks more on meditation. What is Atma? What is body? Yogananda speaks all this, which Patriji, our own guru, was speaking. What Bhagavad Gita is teaching us is taught by Patriji and also Yogananda Paramahamsa. So these two really give inspiration for me.
Any books?
In fact, Patriji has given a long list of all the books. Jane Roberts, Said Wisdom. Especially I'm attracted to the Untold Story of Sita. Because when I listen to Madam Saroja Gullapalli, we were the way she presented, the way she related the story, we are into it, we are part of it. So I got it nicely. Then on my own, this thing, basically Yogananda's books, Swami Rama, all these books.
Any books you want to recommend to our viewers to read in their spiritual journey?
Yeah, the best book I would recommend is the Autobiography of Yogi by Yogananda Paramahamsa. God, it has everything. It has everything, because there he really relates so many miracles by great saints which he have personally met them. So it's a really authentic stories. Whatever is mentioned in the Autobiography of Yogi are very authentic, and you see, and all who are sharing the miracles were meditators.
Yes.
And that's the beauty. So I always share these things to people, and a beautiful story, a book, the Autobiography of Yogi by Yogananda Paramahamsa.
If our viewers has to buy your book, Spiritual Journey, so we can buy it from Amazon? Is your book is on Amazon?
Patriji told me to give it away free. If you all can pay for my postage, I don't mind sending it out. But from day one, Patriji said, this book is not for sale. So I've been giving away free only. In fact, locally, if anybody asks, I bear the cost of the postage and I just send them. But overseas, it may cost. If anybody, I can send one puzzle, to UK, USA.
They can contact you and then you can send the book.
Certainly.
How did meditation change you as a business person? Because you are a business person, and business person has their own what I should say, their own style of working. So how did meditation change you as a business person?
See, this meditation actually gave me a lot of intuition, and it guided me in any decision I make in my office, especially on the pricing side. When I give a quotation, my girls, they'll come with me, then I see what price to put. I'll change the price. Oh, this particular thing, actually, I'm very fast in finding faults. The moment a quotation comes to my table, I'll say, this mistake, that mistake. The girl who brought my staff will be surprised to see we have been checking the whole day, but suddenly boss can find with one side, So that intuition power I got, ma'am, in business. So, by business, especially during the lockdown period, we may not have good business, But then I was still, I retained my staff, pay them the salaries. So all this gave me the confidence that a day will come, a good day. In fact, I'm enjoying. Business is good. Business is still good during the lockdown period, but then it's not good as before the lockdown. But we manage, we break even and we manage, and the staff are happy, we keep them happy. And I built a lot of patience, like forgiveness. I learned from this meditation, madam. To his staff, I have a lot of patience. I have a lot of forbearance with them. So the forgiveness is there. I accept everything, right or wrong, whether I get the order or not. This month is good or not. So I accept totally, and still I'm a successful businessman.
That is so true. If you have acceptance and forgiveness, things change. And especially as a leader, because you are the leader of your company. And if you have that forgiveness and acceptance of your subordinates or anyone who is working with you, for them, things become very easy. It's not like the stress. Otherwise, you get generally the organizations, the people who are working for the organization, they get so much stressed out because the leader up there or whoever is running, or because of the stress, they have to take a lot of things. So yes, if the leader is happy, everyone is happy.
Master, I give full freedom to my staff. Let them do only the decision making, the signing comes to me, but then the way they run the office, I leave it to them, because they are also mature people. But they may make decide, so but whatever they do, I have my forgiveness to them, my patience, So all this particular, and then what I learned actually through meditation after Patriji came to my life, the how not to waste time. See, Patriji, when he stays in my house, he doesn't waste time. I see after his tea break, the breakfast, immediately he is his book correcting. Then in the evening after tea time, he is free. Then he'll ask me whether any cricket going on in India. He's a cricket fan, you see. So we'll immediately on the TV for him. Otherwise, he'll be always busy reading some books, correcting, communicating with India, how to on the spiritual India book, a spiritual science book. He do correction online. So all these things, he never keep himself quite busy. So I learned the same thing. And in the office also, my wife will say, you got so much energy, after 8-hour job, you come there again, you run the Zoom classes, you do reading some more. After tea, immediately you go to your room and you are immediately running the Zoom classes. So she said, where you get all this energy? I said, all this from meditation, So when we are keeping ourselves busy, so we are not giving any place for negativity, always doing some positive things. So our energy is not sapped. We are not exhausted of our energy. So always doing something positive for the, as you said, for serving. And this part of serving, madam. So that's why I'm always energetic. My wife's always surprised of my energy, which I envy Patriji. See, Patriji, I always envy. Why Patriji can do so much in one whole day, 3, 4, because in fact, in Malaysia also, we run sometimes 2 classes for him. And we'll travel about 3 hours, 4 hours. There, we will conduct, then we run to another place. So like this, I said, Patriji can travel so much, why can't we? So he's a role model for me. And then actually, without, as I told you, without Patriji, I don't think I'll be reading. I've read so many books without him, and I wouldn't become a public speaker at all. I will just a passive onlooker only, not a public speaker, and I won't be doing so much spiritual work if not for Patri's entry into my life.
If any viewers want to connect with you and learn meditation from Malaysia, how can they connect with you?
Yeah, we are conducting, especially on every day from 11 to 12. My daughter is running. She's running wonderful classes. Actually, she delivers better, and they can join. I can share the link, and you can join them.
Yeah, so we can
Not
add the
only
link
that,
over here.
We have other groups conducting meditation classes, and for those who are interested in Tamil classes, we have a Tamil group conducting only in Tamil. Then we have another English group only in English. So like that. So 3, 4 groups, But our group we are conducting, as I told you, they can join my Bhagavad Gita classes on Mondays and Tuesday. It's a private group. Mondays are open to everybody for Bhagavad Gita class. And
do you guys have any email ID where people can contact you and say, ask for the Zoom links? Have any email ID?
It's possible because daily we're having classes.
Okay.
Daily you can join. In fact, we have people coming from Bangalore for my Bhagavad Gita classes, people in Chennai also they'll join, and also the other classes. And when we invite some, like Ayaba Pindi to our class, so we have a lot of Indians joining the class. We invite Girija Madam for our class. So not only the Malaysian people, we have the Chennai people joining us. So it's like that because they are very popular speakers, so they'll join.
Nice. PSSM Malaysia have Facebook and Instagram page too?
They have. You must go in. But now everything is going on Zoom. We have. That's how they find out my name and come to me.
Okay. So PSSM Malaysia is both on Facebook and Instagram.
Yes, Instagram not yet, but Facebook yes.
Okay. Any experience, because Patri sir from so many years. So all the experiences are great with Patri sir, but any significant experiences you want to share with our viewers with Patri sir you have?
Yeah, Master. Actually, Patriji has been to my house about 13 to 14 times. He stayed with us, and whenever any public functions, he gave so much importance to me. No matter whenever he's somebody, he gives special attention to me. Then I thought, why Patriji is giving so much? What has he seen in me? What is great about me? He'll give so much importance to me. I thought because Patriji has given so much importance, so I thought I must reciprocate. So that's why I told you I was very much involved in the Satya Sai Baba movement. Then it's a very tough decision to come from there to here. But I did come then because Patriji's love and all this thing. So I am very much taken up by his energy, his knowledge, his concepts. I like his concepts. So that's why for me, as I told you, it's a real gift for me because if not Patriji, I don't think I'll be in front of you today. I won't be reading so many books. Maybe 1 or 2 books I'll read. And whenever those days I read, is for my knowledge. But now whatever I read, I think I'll feel that something from here I must share tomorrow to somebody. I'll take some takeaways from that particular book or particular talk. Then I'll share immediately to somebody. But in the past, I don't do that. I read, and sometimes I may not digest what is being said to me. I'll just digest that. But now every point I'll note down. Every point is important, and I'll share it to somebody in my session, in my center, or in my Zoom classes.
So before we conclude the session, one key takeaway for our viewers.
Yeah, always see in my life, I always have gratitude. For me, gratitude is very important. So nature has given us in abundance. So before you go to bed, see throughout the day, you have seen so many people, including God. So just say your thanksgiving to the God before you go to bed, hit the bed. And next, this is what exactly I'll share to all my talks. First of all, try to be gratitude to your parents, then to your guru, to God, and then there are so many people in your society who would have helped you directly or indirectly. So you just within 30 seconds you can just say that you're grateful to all and you just hit the bed. And next morning also I'll do the same thing. That I'm alive today. Thank you, God, that let me do my service to, as you said, the first question, hurt ever, help ever, hurt never. So that I practice, as far as possible. I'll always try to watch my vakshetram, what I speak, as what been taught to us by Patriji. So that's very, very important. So that's why when I'm in public, I speak less to other people because I may by accidentally say a wrong word. So it's better to filter your words before you throw your words to people. So it's very, very important. Forgiveness and this vakshetram in life, because this vakshetram will disturb a lot of people. You may not say intentionally, but to them, they may think it's for them. So why this guy is talking this subject. So I am always watchful about my words.
Thank you so much, sir, for such an enlightening session and telling us about gratitude. Filter your words. That is so true, because sometimes we don't even realize what we say. We just keep saying and we don't know how much we are hurting the other person just with our one word. And then we don't even realize that we don't even mean that word. Sometimes just because you're in the flow and you actually hurt the other person. And gratitude, this is I think everyone should do that. So gratitude is very, very important.
And now what we learn, acceptance. Everything come what may, we accept it. This is a new understanding for Patriji, because last time we can't accept things in life, family life, children, all these things. So now let it come, accept everything. So we always say the word, you create your own reality. So it's ours, we ask for it, so we accept it.
So yes, accept, surrender, forgive, be grateful, and make your life beautiful.
True.
So that's a gist of today's session.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming, sir, today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Master Harleen, for really inviting me for this PSM Global session, and also Master Soumya there. Thank you so much.
Good night.
Good night.
So viewers, make sure you subscribe PMC Malaysia and also the PSSM page of Malaysia on Facebook. Thank you everyone for joining me today. We have great pyramid masters participating in our upcoming episodes. So stay tuned. Until then, be conscious, stay miraculous, and keep meditating. And don't forget to subscribe PMC Global. And for PSSM courses, visit www.pssga.org. Thank you.